Oops! We often say this when we make a mistake. But do you know, in computer science, OOPS or object-oriented programming has a very important role to play. On this note, I welcome you to the very first video of the C++ course series. In this course, we are going to focus on the most important concepts of the C++ programming language. The most exciting part is that we are not just going to explain the concepts theoretically, but we will be using the CodeChef platform to understand the practical implementation of each and every topic that we will discuss in this series. Also, we suggest you practice these concepts on the CodeChef platform to get a deeper understanding of what we learn and polish your coding skills. Alright, now let me share the topics that we are going to learn during the course. Variables and data types, operators, strings and text processing, user input, control flow, code debugging, arrays, functions, pointers and references, basics of OOPS, file input-output basics, beginner level projects and intermediate level projects. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Introduction to C++ programming. C++ is a general-purpose programming language created by Bjarne Stroustrup in 1979 at Bell Labs. It was designed as an extension of the C programming language, adding features like object-oriented programming. Over the years, C++ has become a foundational tool in software development, powering everything from operating systems and game engines to high-performance applications and financial systems. Now, compile and execute. So what are these two processes? Compilation is the process of converting human-readable source code into machine-readable code, such as object code or machine code, while execution is the process of running that machine code on a computer to perform a task. Features of C++ programming language. First and foremost feature is that it's object-oriented, which means it supports classes, objects, inheritance, polymorphism, etc. So these are some important concepts that we will discuss in our future lessons. Next, fast and efficient. So it gives high performance and quick execution. Next, low-level access, which means it allows direct memory handling using pointers. Then it's portable, which means C++ code can run on different platforms with little or no change. Next feature is that it has a rich library support. So it offers standard template library with many functions and data structures. Last but not the least, it is extensible, which means we can easily add new features to programs. Now let's start with the very first program in C++. The objective of this program is to display a welcome message on the screen. So let's go on to the CodeChef platform and see how to do this. So here we have the CodeChef platform. As you can see, at the left hand side we have the objective of the program. So we are going to write a basic C++ program that displays a simple welcome message on the screen. Next thing is that here we do not have to worry about the syntax, those things we will learn. But right now we are just going to learn the use of cout statement to print text in C++. And then we will see how the program is compiled and executed once we are done with the code discussion. Then at the right hand side of the screen we have the code. Now let's discuss the code line by line. The first line is #include IOStream. So here IOStream, it is a standard library input-output stream. So #include IOStream is used to include this template library, which allows us to use cout command, which is an output command since it is going to print the output on the screen. Next is using namespace std. So in C++, whenever we are using any command, we have to write std::, and then the name of the command. Let's say cout. So if we want to use cout, we will write std::, cout. But when we use this line using namespace std, we do not have to write std::. We can use the command directly, just like we have done here. Cout. We have not added the prefix std::. Then int main. So this gray line is a comment. It is not a command. Next, int main. So here int main is basically the entry point of the program, which means whenever we run a program, the operating system search for the main function, because this is the point from where the execution of a program begins. Now cout, as we know, it is used to print any message, and inside cout we have written welcome to C++ programming in double inverted commas. So this statement will be printed as it is in the output. And lastly, return 0. Return 0, this line tells the operating system that everything ran fine, and it signals that the program ended successfully and the main function is ended with this curly brace. Now we can press this submit button to see the output of the program. Okay, so as you can see, the output is welcome to C++ programming. We have successfully created a program in C++ that displays a simple welcome message. Now let's go to the next window. In this section, we are going to learn how the compilation and execution takes place in a program. So if you see the code here, it is stored in a file which is named as main.cpp. Now if I take you to the file explorer here, it has three files. Main.cpp, which is the file that has our program. Now what is the process of compilation? It basically converts the human readable code into machine usable code. Now when we compile the program, the system by default generates this file called a.out, which has the machine usable code for this program. Now let me take you back to the problem statement here, and let's go to the terminal. Now in terminal, we are going to see how these files are created while the compilation and execution takes place. So it says to compile the code, we have to write this command g++ main.cpp. Why main.cpp? Because this is the name of our file having the source code. Okay, now when I write this command, the program is compiled and this file named a.out is created. Now when I go back, let's suppose I want to rename the file from a.out to new. So for that I can write the command g++ main.cpp -o and then whatever name. Let's say I want to give the name new. Now enter. Let's go to the file explorer again. Let me refresh the explorer and see it has the file name new. Well, by default we have renamed the a.out file as main. So that is why if we go to the file explorer and we see there are three files, like apart from this main.cpp, there are three files: a.out, which is the original file created by the system with the default name a.out, and then two files that we have created by renaming the file with the same content. So new, main and a.out, these are three files. All these three files have the same content, which is the machine readable code for the program which we have created in main.cpp. Now going back to the problem statement. So here it is given. Now to run the program, we can use the command /main. And why are we using main? Because the compiled file is renamed as main at the backend. So now when I enter, it says welcome to C++ programming, which is the output of the program. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. Now let's talk about these two buttons, the run button and the submit button. See, the run button is used to get the output of the program that you have written here, while the submit button is used to validate whether the output that we have received is correct or not. So now I click the run button. Okay, I have got the output, welcome to C++ programming. Now let me click the submit button. It is running some test case and it shows congratulations, you have solved the problem. So this is how compilation and execution takes place when we want to run a program. Okay, so here we have an explanation of the code line by line. This we have already discussed. So we are going to go to the last window for this topic, which has a practice problem. So here we have been assigned a problem in which we have to print. This is my first print message in C++. This message on the output window. Now we are given with the code here, just the main line or the main command is missing, that we have to figure out what are we going to use to print this message. So since we have learned about the cout command, we will be using the cout command here. So this is the very first problem here, that is why it's very simple. But as we go on to the next lessons, the higher level concepts, the problems will be more difficult than this one. So let's suppose if you have problem in coming up with the solution to such problems, here we have this solution tab. So we can find the solution for this problem here. Here we have this copy solution to IDE button. When I click this, the code is copied to the main window, and when I click submit, I get the output. This is my first print message in C++.
So now you know how useful the CodeChef platform is. It is not just about teaching the concepts in detail with some great examples, but also offers a platform to improve your coding skills. It also provides solutions for all the coding assignments in case you face issues in finding the right code. I hope everything is clear to you. In case you have any confusion, please come back to the CodeChef platform and revise the concept. And do not forget to practice it yourself on the platform. Thank you so much for watching.